Kart! Hey!
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has been thriving for a little over a year now, and we've gotten every single wave besides one. Now, obviously we've seen the 5 waves. I haven't made all prediction videos on all of them. I made it on one, and that was wave 4. Unfortunately, I never got the time to do wave 5, but I do have time to do wave 6, and that is plenty of time, because wave 6 most likely is going to come out in like December. So yes, I can make my prediction videos. I've obviously made the wave 4 predictions, and I've made plenty of other Mario Kart videos. However, really the only video left to make until wave 6 comes out is a prediction video. This video is going to be a little different because with the wave 4, I just predicted the tracks, but I'm also going to predict the characters, which it won't be a long section, but it's just known that I'm going to predict characters, and some of that might have to do with what I pick with the tracks. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would very much appreciate it. And comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about my list. Tell me what you don't think. I do want to let you guys know that this is what I think. This is not all on the resource and the data that's been found. Some of it's just based off what I think, and some of it's based off what I heard. That is all I'm going off. So if there's anything that's wrong, don't go at me in the comments. Anyways, guys, let's get this started. And yeah, here are my predictions. Okay, so the first course I'm going to add for the Acorn Cup actually is a tour track. Problem is, there's only one new tour track out, and I don't think it's going to be in the first selection. So the prediction most people I've seen is Madrid. Now, I don't know what it would be called. I don't know what it would be, but I think Madrid's a decent idea. I don't have much to go off of it. I just think because it's the most likely that it will be the first track. I think it's a decent idea, a way to represent Spain, you know. I would prefer if there's only 2 tour tracks, though. I will get to the other one that I think it is, but yeah, I don't have much more to say out of this track. I think it would be a cool track. I don't know too deeply about Madrid. I don't know much about it, but I think for one of the final tour tracks, it would be pretty cool. So that's why I'm going to go with Madrid. Now, comment down below what you think Madrid's name would be, or if you think it's going to be a different country. Yeah, comment down below. I would like to hear about it. But yes, that's going to be my prediction for the first one. Okay, now the second track I'm going to be adding for the Acorn Cup is going to be from GBA, and that is Yoshi Desert. Why? Now, I know that Yoshi had a track come out called Yoshi's Island, but out of the GBA courses, I feel like one that I've not seen much of is desert theme, and that's not even just for GBA. I meant more like just desert in general. And I feel like they're going to add another GBA one. They've done one for each wave, and I don't see why they wouldn't just do another one. So my prediction is going to be Yoshi Desert. There's a few others that I can see why they would be in there, but I just see Yoshi Desert as a very like mid-track, and it to be in the spot. I think it's pretty cool. I've seen it a lot on the tour, so that's another reason why I think it could be possibly in this. And yeah, I mean, well, okay, to be fair, there is Sunset Wilds, so I did just think about it that Sunset Wilds is in the game. However, this is like more of a basic desert track, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just gonna do Sunset Wilds, but I honestly could see Yoshi Desert making it in. But I definitely think there's gonna be a GBA course, and the first one I'm gonna put is Yoshi Desert. Okay, the next track I'm going to put in, this is a very highly likely track to go in, and I think a lot of people have predicted it, but I also predicted as well, and that is going to be DK Mountain from the GameCube, or Double Dash. Why? DK Mountain is one of the top tracks on Mario Kart Double Dash. Like, it's just known. If you're a Wii player, you know it's a good track. If you play Double Dash, you know this is going to be your, like, top 3 tracks. It's in my top 3. So DK Mountain makes a lot of sense. It fits the vibe to go into more fall, winter. Also, it's a Star Cup track, so I think it's going to be a little more difficult, bring a little more difficulty in. DK Mountain's just a really good track, and I think they're going to add another GameCube because, I mean, let's be fair, the first 3 waves didn't have any GameCube tracks. So I think them adding a GameCube track is definitely likely, and I think out of all the tracks, it would be DK Mountain. There's also a reason why I'm also adding DK Mountain, so stay tuned later on for the video, and I'll explain my reason why I think this. But yes, DK Mountain, I think, will be in the game. Oh no, I don't know what to make as a track. Okay, GameCube, no. Wii Remote, no. Mario Kart, wait, no. No, not you either. Oh, I don't know. I got it. Mario Baseball. Now, for the next track is going to be, which I'm going to say is going to be a new track. Now, what is the track going to be? I have no clue. That's why there's a random picture of me on it. However, I'm going to just say the Mario Baseball one because I just think it's funny. I just think it would be crazy if they ever did that. Now, do I think they'll ever do that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, if I don't know what they're going to do. There's probably a lot of better ideas. But I just thought it'd be funny if I mentioned Mario Baseball. It is one of my favorite games, and I think it being on like a baseball stadium, I don't know, it just sounds like a really cool idea. Maybe like a soccer stadium or like a football. I guess not a football. Maybe like, I don't know, but something like that I feel like would be really cool. I'm going with that. I know it's not the brightest idea in the world, but you know, I think it's a cool idea. And yeah, so not too much to say out of the track, but I think a Mario Baseball would be pretty cool. If you guys have other ideas, obviously comment down below. I would love to know your ideas for a new track, but I think it'll be a new track. So yes, I'm going with that. Okay, now that we've wrapped up the Acorn Cup, we are now on the Spiny Cup. Now this is going to be the final cup out of all of the waves of this, and it's crazy to think that this is the last cup ever for this. The first one I'm going to add, though, is Rome Avanti. Why? I mean, let's be clear. It is the only new track right now on Mario Kart Tour, and it's very clear they're going to add, obviously, at least 2 tour tracks. Possibly 3, but I'm going for 2 because I've only this one's out right now. So I think Rome Avanti is very likely. It's a good track. It's not my favorite in the world. I don't know Rome very well, but I do think that this is a decent track. I'm not in love with this track, but I can see that they can add a lot more to this. I think only Rome Avanti 1 is out. I don't think the other 2 are out, so I can see them definitely doing a lot more with this. I would hope for a lot more. But yeah, that's my next prediction, and yeah, it's gonna be Rome Avanti. Now, the next track I'm going to add for the Spiny Cup, and this might disappoint some of you people, but it is Vanilla Lake 1. Now, I know in Wave 4 I made a SNES prediction. This one I think is much more likely than the Koopa Beach prediction I made. First off, it's been very well known that there is leaked a SNES course, and I think people thought they were going to do a Wave 5, but it never happened in Wave 5. So now it looks like Wave 6 is more likely. I'm choosing Vanilla Lake 1 for a few reasons. One of them being it is a ice theme track. So I think it's very likely that they're going to add it for the sake of winter theming. As well as that they also only have made one SNES track. So, I mean, if you're going to go out with a bang, Vanilla Lake you can do something with. I don't think it's a great track. I think there's a lot of better choices. But if they do and they did make the recipe correct, I think the Nintendo team can absolutely make this a better course. Not a great one at that, but I mean, yeah. I don't got much more to say out of this. But yeah, that's my prediction is Vanilla Lake 1. And also, I know there's Vanilla Lake 1 or 2. I'm just saying 1 because I don't know if there's a difference. So I feel like 1 just makes more sense. So yeah, we're going to stick with 1. Now, the next track I'm going to add, this one I feel like is much less likely, but I think it would be really cool if they did do it, and that is Airship Fortress for the DS. Now, I actually have been having competition in my mind between putting DK Mountain and Airship Fortress in this, but I put Airship Fortress for the reason of I feel like this gives the Bowser Castle vibe. I don't know if I could see Nintendo putting the Bowser Castle in at this point, but I can absolutely see Airship Fortress coming in. They have some love for the DS courses, and I love the DS courses, and Airship Fortress is a great example. It was only made, I think, on Mario Kart 7, but obviously, I think it's also made on Tour. I think it would be really good if they made this on Mario Kart 8. It's just a beautiful track. I mean, not on the DS because it's pixelated, but I think it's a very cool theme using the airship from Super Mario Bros. 3, the cannon into the tower, like, just a lot of cool things they did with this track, and I think it would get people excited. You show that in a trailer, and people are going to go nuts about Airship Fortress. It's just that track. It's Airship Fortress. Another track I've been thinking it could also be is Delfino Square. However, I feel a little less likely on that one. I'm going with Airship Fortress. That's what my gut said, and that's what I'm going to pick. So, yes, I'm picking Airship Fortress. Amazing track. Amazing track. Okay, and the final track I'm going to pick for the Booster Course Pass ever. This one I feel like is pretty obvious. It could not be, but I'm going to go with Rainbow Road for the Wii. Why? Because it's the Wii. Well, first off, I feel like because it's the final track, I feel like they're going to go for Rainbow Road again. They did do Mario Kart 7, and I love that track. I think it's an outstanding track. So I don't see why they would go for the next best option, and that is the Wii. The Wii has never been remade before, but however, they did recently make it on Mario Kart Tour, which means it's much more likely because Tour just gives out everything, kind of ruins some of the tracks, but we don't talk about that. But yes, Mario Kart Wii's Rainbow Road is an outstanding track. It's probably the hardest track in all of Mario Kart history. I mean, you play that track for the first time in a while, you are falling off like 10 times. It happened to me. It happens to about everyone. So, Rainbow Road on the Wii, people would remember it the most because the second most popular game besides Deluxe is Mario Kart Wii. So people are going to remember Rainbow Road. It would get more people into it. Plus, they could add a track like Dry Dry Ruins or something like that as well. But Rainbow Road is definitely going to happen. And I can see this being the final track of not only just the Spiny Cup, but of the Booster Course Pass. Now, obviously, we have to finish off with the characters. Now, there's a lot of things we can think of. We can pick multiple characters. We can go as far as Rob. We can go to, I mean, you want a Honey Queen? I don't want the Honey Queen, but I'm just saying that's a possibility. Now, the first character I'm going to pick, I mean, is going to be pretty easy and it makes sense, and that is Diddy Kong. I mean, come on, it's Diddy Kong. Who is not going to, like, be in love with Diddy Kong? It, to me, feels like the only character missing from this that we really need. Other characters, yes, they were added. Like, Wiggler was cool. Canada was also pretty cool, I won't lie. But there was, like, two characters, personally, that I thought were missing. And that was Birdo and Diddy Kong. Also, maybe Petey, but I wasn't in need for Petey. But Diddy Kong is definitely needed to be added. If they do not add Diddy Kong, I will genuinely be upset. Now, the other character I'm thinking, and this is going to go along with the track, is, and this is going to shock some people, is going to be Funky Kong. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, that is definitely not likely, but you got to think of it real quick. Like, this Booster Course Pass has been heavily thinking of, oh, how do we bring people in? And come on, Funky Kong on Mario Kart Wii is just a match made in heaven. Like, you can't have Mario Kart Wii without Funky Kong. It just doesn't make any sense. So, Funky Kong to me makes a lot of sense. And the reason why I said Funky Kong and Diddy Kong have something to do with something earlier is because I think it would go along with DK Mountain. You bring out DK Mountain, great track, most people love that track, and then you bring out Diddy Kong and Funky Kong to go along with it. I just think it's an outstanding idea. Going with this prediction, I'm going to go with Diddy Kong and I'm going to go with Funky Kong. Now, that's going to end today's video of Wave 6 predictions. I know, some people are going to disagree with me and think I'm really wrong, but that's okay. If you think something different, comment down below. Also, character predictions as well. Let me know about all those. Obviously, I said from the beginning of the video, if you haven't subscribed already, I would very much appreciate it. I'm working really hard on this channel, and I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm trying to make a variety of videos. I'm trying to make the skits. I'm trying to make the Mario Kart videos. I'm trying to make the gaming, you know, because I love doing it. I love this channel. I love Big CJ. I love this creation I've made. And I can't wait till Wave 6 comes out and we see every single course in the Mario Kart Booster Course Pass. I mean, it's been a crazy 2 years. You can't hate on it. Like, even though we haven't had a new Mario Kart, and don't get me wrong, it's been bothering me, I'm just glad that Nintendo decided to do something to cheer up the Mario Kart fans. So, yes, I'm excited for Wave 6. I can't wait for this. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.